Came over to me earlier, you said, Mark, I'm going to talk about the Knicks today. I think I said an expletive and then said, ugh.
Yeah, you're one of the fans who's suffering. Well, for Dolan, if investors are happy, then he doesn't feel the heat, and he feels justified in telling disgruntled fans to go ahead and root for the Nets. Let's show you why fans are so upset right now. The Knicks currently have a 192 winning percentage. The next worst team is Minnesota, which has one more victory than the Knicks. The peak in this chart was 2013, when the Knicks made it to the second round of the playoffs. The average winning percentage during this period, this 5-year stretch, sub 500. We're almost two-thirds of the way through the current season, which means my producer, superfan Jamie, is almost rooting for the Knicks to lose so they have a better shot at getting the first pick in the draft. Now, here's part two to this story. Msg Stock. It yesterday closed at a record high and today opened up before losing ground. And over the past 5 years, it's jumped about 300%. What's driving this outperformance, Mark? Solid earnings and Dolan's plan into perhaps splitting up MSG. His latest proposal is perhaps spinning off the Msg Television network, which airs Knicks and New York Rangers games, and keeping the sports teams and the entertainment business all together.
Scarlet, whatever path Mr. Dolan chooses, MSG's fortunes are tied to the Knicks' fortunes. So a bad season, it can't be good for the company.
Well, you would think so, but the numbers really indicate that Dolan doesn't have a lot to worry about, at least for now, because as you said, the Knicks have the worst record in the NBA out of 30 teams, but they lead the way in average ticket prices. They're in first place, and attendance is still very respectable. Now, according to Jefferies analyst John Janidis, the Knicks' terrible play does create a drag on advertising growth and concession revenue, but the impact is fairly modest when it comes to ticket sales. And the team's economics are improving as well, because the luxury tax will likely get lower, even possibly eliminated in coming seasons, and their new national TV deal is more than double the existing deal and would yield about a 50% margin. On top of that, if Dolan were to ever sell the Knicks, unlikely, but if he were, he'd probably fetch at least a $2 billion price tag.
Wow. And Scarlet, there's the other pro sports team that MSG owns, the New York Rangers, your New York Rangers. Yes. They're at least playing better than the Knicks.
They are at least playing better than the Knicks, and if the season were to end right now, they would make the playoffs. But the star goalie, Henrik Lundqvist, also their most expensive player, is out with a neck injury. He took a puck to the neck, and his replacement has been a little bit shaky in the net. So that is one concern. But even more so, the Knicks aren't doing well. The Rangers are doing well. So, yes, MSG was able to raise ticket prices on the Rangers by 3% for this season, while they didn't change the Knicks prices for this season. But it doesn't matter as much to the bottom line. The Rangers are worth a lot less than the Knicks. I mentioned $2 billion for the Knicks. The Rangers would fetch about $700 million.
And Scarlet, just quickly, what are analysts saying about the stock?
Analysts are excited about the possible split of the company. The real moneymaker is, of course, in the regional sports networks, MSG and MSG Plus. And, of course, this is all based on the scarcity of live television and live sports, and that's where they're getting excited.